The only pressure I put on myself was I was coming back to the state of Kentucky. You know, that was the only pressure. But as far as me second-guessing myself and what I can do as a coach, I'd never do that. I know what I do works. You know, I took over a situation, the toughest job in the United States, and I made it work. So I never questioned who I am as a coach. I just wanted to do well. My expectations were much higher than anyone had of myself. So with that being said, now that I've taken a step back and looked back on what we accomplished, I thought we were right on task. Well, the guys that we got coming back know the system now. Angelo Warner ended up with a, you know what I'm saying, down the stretch pretty good. Drew, last 4 or 5 games, you know, he wasn't as injured. You know, he was injured, you know, was plagued with injuries pretty much all year. Chad Pathman's gotten a lot better. You know, now we just got to get the point guards intact. Our guard play's got to get much better. This is a guards league, so that's what we're really concentrating on. But you know, Bakari Turner was a 6th man of the year. But recruiting's going well. So the future looks really, really good for Morehead. And we're going to rely on Drew to become more of a vocal leader than he has been in the past, and it's something that he's not used to. But I got to force him into that role. And I told him, I said, you know, you're not going to have the career that you're not going to end up with the career that you want to unless you become more assertive in the leadership role. So I think he's really looking forward to that. You know, and he wants to be really, really good. And you know, this offseason is going to be real important to him. And if he continues to progress like he did throughout this year, Chad can be one of the best post players in the OVC, no doubt about it. But Angelo's getting better and better. You know, he's still learning, but from a toughness standpoint and a resilience standpoint, he's the type of guy that I like. And he's only going to get better. And Brent Arrington was a freshman from Mississippi Valley last year, and I thought he was maybe the best freshman in the SWAC conference last year. He went in as a young fella into the Dean Dome and scored 33 points in a hostile environment. He brings great leadership, great energy. He's one of my guys that I know that is tough enough, resilient enough, and he's very, very electrifying and very fun to watch. He's just an energy bug at 6'3", very athletic and scored, tenacious on the defensive end. Karam Mashore is a transfer from UNLV, real athletic, 6'6", 3'4" guy that can really step out and shoot it, very athletic. Tough, hard-nosed kid that's very hungry and eager to be to play next year. Then also we brought in another kid that played for us at Mississippi Valley State, and Luka Petrovic. A big-time shooter, nice body, strong, can play both guards positions. So he's going to be a great addition along with some of the guys hopefully we can get committed in the near future. You know, a coach is only as good as his assistants, you know, and I'm blessed with that. You know, Dylan's been with me for 5 years. BJ came with me from Mississippi Valley. Teesa's my son and has played for me. So he knows me. And Bo's had a year with us, and I thought Dylan and BJ were really, really good for Bo. But Bo was good for us, too, because he had a year here at Morehead State, so he knew kind of the lay of the land a little bit. And you know, he's a very, very trustworthy and hardworking guy. So, you know, I'm very ecstatic about my staff, and I'm blessed, and I think I got one of the best staffs in the OVC, no doubt. It was awesome. You know, it was a humbling experience to know that you're in the company of some of the great players in Hoosier hysteria. You know, the Oscar Robinsons, the Larry Birds, you know. To have my name mentioned in that company is big time. And, you know, I just wish my mom was living to see that, because she was there every step of the way. But, you know, to see some of the guys I hadn't seen in 25 years was big time, you know. And we had fun that day and that night. And, you know, we made a pact that we're not going to, you know, wait that long to start getting together again, because we all went off and had pretty good college careers too, and some professionally. So it was a great night. It was an awesome night to have my family there with me to receive such a prestigious award. I wasn't scared to play anyone. I had to play everybody when I was at Mississippi Valley for monetary purposes, but you still want to do that, because sooner or later you're going to start beating some of those teams, and that earns you more credibility. Not only will it earn you more credibility, but it creates more confidence within your team once you get into conference. And then, you know, you want to be playing your best basketball starting in February, going into March. And I don't like sitting watching March Madness too much, so we're not going to make this a habit.